think at this stage on the human's journey, the one thing we need the most is proactive protest. And the word protest means to demonstrate. And I think a cool way to demonstrate with what we should be doing is to do something fun. We rocked up to this snorkeling spot. The beach was covered in plastic. These boats of people, also tourists, they're seeing us have all this fun and get all this rubbish, and you're looking at them and they're like, oh, don't look at me because then I'll have to do that. I don't want to do that, but maybe I do want to do that. And then soon they were doing it, and yeah, I was like, imagine if every boat that came to this spot was picking up rubbish, and while having fun, the whole thing would be, back to the pristine environment in no time.
More and more people are agitated or upset or worried or anxious or in despair even. But actually, that is a fertile ground for change.
The hardest thing is actually the prioritization of the conversation. You have to step back and say you're going to fix one domino at a time. Otherwise, you continue to just get incredibly frustrated that all the dominoes fall and you have to start all over.
There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are capable of making a difference.
We understand that we have been a part of this problem as well, and ETHYL, in a sad but also beautiful way, represents that they admit that we admit it, that I admit it, and then the next step is how can we create that change?
I used to wake up feeling like the human race is hopeless, like we'll never change. This is so important for us to change what we're doing right now.
If you're going to look at whales, these living creatures, some of the most intelligent, feeling creatures on Earth, as commodities, then it's pretty difficult to argue with somebody who views them in that realm. And so that's what we were up against. Really, the primary argument was all about money. And as with many things in our American culture, money trumped the day.
And the fundamental question we're facing is if we cannot save something as charismatic and iconic as the southern resident killer whale in a place like the Pacific Northwest, where we have this strong environmental ethic, then what hopes do we have for other populations around the world that we are losing at a rapid rate right now?
I like to think of light pollution as trash that's not sitting in a trash can. Cities are all part of a grid structure, and at night, when it's dark, this grid feeds electricity into the city, and lights all over the city begin to turn on. And what happens here is the electricity goes into the fixture of the light, and this light comes out in varying wavelengths, and you get a lot of reflection going on until you get what we like to call sky glow. The light that's coming out of the luminaire is spewing out in all directions. When you have tons of light, the birds get distracted, they get disoriented, and unfortunately, they don't realize that all of these buildings are glass, so they fly into them, and it's really appalling and heartbreaking.
It's really a wonderful thing to plant some seeds and watch them grow to the point where they start to nourish you, and then you can continue to use those same plants for months and months and months. And as long as you give them what they need, they give you what you need.
Something I really like about Swallowtail is that there's so many different parts of it, and it's not like we're just farming. I think that's cool that they give us like the space to learn about different things, and we're not just picking tomatoes all day or something. We learn kind of every part of the process.
You know, we only had to make small adjustments for it to work really well for both ourselves and for our customers, you know. And I think that's just like proof of concept in a way of like how important it is to keep things on a local and small scale.
Forests are home to traditional knowledge. They're home to plant knowledge. The more I learn about plant medicine, the more I am convinced that the body and mind of nature correspond with our body and mind.
Everything is beautiful. Every notch, every crooked branch, everything that other folks may see as ugly or not being normal is absolutely beautiful.
My father's native of this region. The stories of my grandfather and my great-grandmother, she was head medicine woman of the Narragansett Nation in Rhode Island, what they call Rhode Island, now affected me growing up. Without these forests, we die. Without these leaves on these trees around me, we die because we eat. We don't eat rocks.
Long ago we ate food, using our throats to swallow. Now just cogs and gears, stomachs hollow. With nothing to drink for our meal but ghastly foul memories. Spin that wheel. What had we done?
Wake up. You, wake up. This is for you. You must remember what I say. Everything's at stake. Everything is at stake.
What is this? What is for me?
Your time is coming. Everything is at stake.